While we covered dev comments about matchmaking and solo servers on this channel previously, we do have more to break down today. Panjura being reworked potentially, the current state of alpha critters, the likelihood of another official map, and more about matchmaking and solo servers. So let's get right into it. Now, while I did cover the main gist of the matchmaking changes in a previous video, there are some parts of it that I need to quickly go over because there's a little bit of confusion. Firstly, people think that there isn't matchmaking currently in the game, but by this comment Matt's replying to and Matt's statement here, the game does have matchmaking currently, and the matchmaking system is also something where the game will spin up a server when you click multiplayer and go into the matchmaking for that. That's what it is doing, although the new system might be working a little bit differently. That being said, there is matchmaking in the game now. Another common misconception I've seen while writing up the last video was that people think you'd be locked to one dinosaur or lose all of your saves. That's not the case. Your saves on officials will stay the same. Even solo servers are likely going to get a linking with that. Now, that isn't promised, but it was said by Matt, and that's where they're wanting to go with that, to ensure that you're not losing progress in either server and that solo players can play and gain progress while their friends are offline. That being said, let's talk about the solo servers as well. While we did talk about solo servers previously, and I do want to say if you want to check out that video, here it is on the screen there, Matt did confirm to a user that solo mode will be coming in the future, although we do already know that. I just wanted to make sure you guys saw the confirmation of this. We don't have an ETA for it. As I'm gonna say, it does not confirm it's coming soon. As per my last video on this topic, matchmaking changes are likely 9 months or more out for a completed system. Maybe less for a rough implementation of a smaller scale version, but it is coming. Also, character transfers, as I've mentioned, will probably happen. There will be no deletion of characters either. Solo servers and matchmaking servers will have characters likely linked. Now, the last time we spoke on this topic as well, we mentioned PvE to an extent, and I mentioned that the current AI is kind of like PvE. Well, I've been proven wrong because more reading has proven that that is not the case. Matt doesn't see the current AI in the game as a PvE version of the game, so it's literally not that. I'll talk about that in a little bit moment, but yeah, there is some more PvE discussions in general, and specifically how it stacks up against PvP. And this started from a comment from a user called Riley, who said this. By the way, Riley, I love your profile picture. I think it's an otter. I don't actually know what it is, but it looks really nice. That being said, they said that PvP is the sole focus of the game. It's clearly the direction the devs want to go, with the survival / PvE aspect is not immersive and just bland. There's a reason you pretty much stay adult whenever you die. It's because growing, surviving is the most boring part of all of the abilities are combat orientated and unrealistic. The context here is that Riley was replying to another user about how PvP shouldn't be all that matters in the game, and that's what the devs are trying to say. Matt did actually respond by saying this, and they said, I gotta correct this one at least. The only reason why PvP is the only focus in the game right now is because the game is unfinished. There'll be a blend of PvE elements, AI dinos, quests, map changes, events, in addition to PvP and survival. I just want to say, the inclusion of events there, this is just me going off a ramble, that could open the door for some cool stuff. I know Riley mentioned, I think they said about boss fights in a later comment. That would be super cool. Imagine that. Either way, I think that's a good idea of where the game is going. It's not going to be just a PvP game like it is now. It's going to have so much more. AI dinos, quests, map changes, events. I don't even know what that would include. If Matt's watching this, please. What is the events? Is it that the volcano will finally become active and erupt? That would be very nice. Anyways, this actually did prompt a response from someone in the community, which was this: PvP will still be a main focus of people in officials. No matter if you get AI, people will target players because it's more fun. And in response to this, we learned that PvP is actually 50% of what the focus is for the developers, and that realistically the rest will be of other elements like PvE to help ensure there's a good game balance. Adding that there'll be important elements around PvE. For example, players will be able to pick abilities specifically for PvE engagement. They used an example where Matt had spoken to Jiggy about an ability not working properly, only to find out that that ability is actually built for PvE, and that in its role, it's very useful. Now, I'm unsure what the ability they're actually referencing. It could literally be something for Ramphorhynchus, or it could be something that's not even in the game yet. We'll have to wait and see there. If anyone has an idea of what the ability could be, let me know in the comments. But I want to stop right here and just ask, what are your thoughts on this stuff so far? I'd love to know your thoughts. In my eyes, it's quite promising that the devs don't want this to just be a PvP game, and actually have quite a bit of other stuff they want to pool into the game, although that is what we've known about for a while. Now, the conversation did go further, with Riley responding to Matt's original response to them, and it does show where the AI dinosaurs and critters are ideally. The main gist of what Riley said is that once AI is fully fleshed out and doesn't represent current alpha critters, it could be more fun, but also said that alpha AI or AI itself wouldn't replicate how players play, and so it could be tedious like currently fighting critters at the moment. And Matt did respond by saying AI dinosaurs will be more fun than alpha critters right now, alpha critters will be rebalanced, and he doesn't class alpha critters or critters in general as PvE, as they don't change the game that much aside from being an angry food source. So there you have it. Now, the quest system has been in discussion again, and this was because of this amazing grammatical error, which Matt admitted was actually because the words are auto-generated and formatted, which caused a grammatical error to occur. That being said, he did say that all quests are getting deleted and we're getting new quests, which is fair. It's something that we've known for a while, and we did actually get a little bit more on this. Matt said he hasn't done any of the Yarrow quests in ages, you know, the one where you have to pick up the white flowers. He did go on to say it's probably going to get deleted with the new quest system at some point, going to say that most of the quests currently are placeholder for a real system, which makes me wonder which ones stay, which ones go. It does make me curious. Are they going to keep some of these collection stuff as side quests? We'll have to wait and see there. But I'd love to know your thoughts. Are you excited for the quest system changes? What are you most excited for? The matchmaking change or the quest changes? Because they're massively pivotal for the game. Going into the final two stuff here, we're talking about the maps. Firstly, there was an ongoing discussion about a Panjura rework. A user said that Panjura is practically dead. 2 to 3 locations like Spine Lizard Lagoon, Talon's Point, and some other areas are the only populated ones. Matt did say that Panjura will probably get a TLC at some point in the future, but there's no idea when. Now, this does confirm that there is a likelihood that Panjura will get a TLC. However, it doesn't confirm the extent of the changes or when we would even see them happen in the game. So do not get your hopes up. I'd be pretty confident in saying that this is fairly low on the list or in terms of, you know, the game's development priorities, but it's a good segue into the next section, which is about another official map. The developers were asked about the possibility of a new map, and while yes, they did say that it is possible that they can add new maps in the future after the game is done, they equally said not to expect it anytime soon. Now, this does not confirm new maps are coming to the game, so don't get your hopes up here, but it does confirm that the idea of another map could be opened up when the game is done. Now, I'm unsure what done technically means. It could mean something completely different to you, to me, or even to Matt, but the best guess is when it's all the base game content is completed and the game goes from beta to release. You know, and then technically that's done and it's post-launch content. Maybe a new map is a post-launch idea. Either way, don't expect an official new map anytime soon, and don't expect one at all until we get a confirmation regarding it. Anyways, guys, that's the dev comments. Hopefully that's the last one. I'm still on holiday when this video goes up. If anything's happened, I won't know. I don't know. I'm recording this on the 22nd. So if anything happens, someone tell me in the future, because this is going up in the future. I don't know when this is actually meant to go up. It's either Friday or Monday, so we'll wait and see. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you later. If you want to check out another video, check out this one about previous dev comments. Anyways, catch you around.